you first fell from the slide, but you don't remember what you ate on Monday? Yes. Yes? Well, I'm going to talk why we remember some things and forget completely about others. And I came up with this idea when my grandma asked me, when was the last time you used this container for your lunch? And I looked at her and I said, I have no idea. And she told me, but if I ask you something about your boyfriend, you will tell me immediately. And I just nervously laughed, but admitted I was going to remember that. We remember some old moments clearly, but we forget what we did last week and why. Sometimes we think that our memory is just like a camera and we're going to keep everything that has ever happened to us, but it's not going to happen just like that. We're not going to remember just every single word or every single thing we did, and that's because, that's because when we remember is because our memory has a feeling in it. When we remember some things is because we felt something at the moment that happened. So when we have strong feelings like fear, stress, love, joy, it's when we are going to remember the next thing when we remember. Even though it's stress, because I don't know, sometimes I remember a lot my history class in high school, and it was not because my teacher was a good teacher, he was the best one, he was so angry. And I remember because I stressed every class. I like history, but I don't like learning history at school because I think it's so boring. And that teacher was, oh my god, he was not a teacher, he was a lawyer, and so he had nothing to do with teaching. And he was working there, and he knew a lot, but he was not like prepared to be a teacher, so his classes were very strange. Well, forgetting is not always bad. Actually, we need to forget things, because if we don't forget, our brain will feel overwhelmed. So we need to forget some things. If we remember just everything, I don't know if you remember, you watch Inside Out, when they're just like erasing everything that was great, and that was because it didn't have like a strong feeling on it, and it was like this is going, but this is keeping, you know, like now I mean this major is like I have remembered what is 7 by 7, but I do remember this thing, and it's incredible how we need to forget. I know sometimes it's like my grandma and my grandpa said it a lot. You forget about everything, and at your age, I didn't forget anything. It was like you're just everywhere but here. You forget everything. You don't know what to do next. You just do it, and she always tells me like, at your age, I didn't forget anything. I was clear, and I knew everything, and I was like, but I don't have all the information. Oh well, what we remember reflects that we've grown, that we've matured, and that we've been through some experiences that have changed our life. The next time you don't know what you did last Monday, remember maybe I was not happy at the moment. Okay? So don't feel bad if you forgot about your last your last year, something you did last year. Just remember that when you are in a flashback, it's because you're feeling that again, and enjoy the moment. Feel more, and you're going to